Your own time. Yeah, I've clicked the thing. Yeah, keep spinning. Good evening, Gooners. Good evening, football fans, and welcome to In the North Bank. And tonight, we're only here for one reason only, to talk about the Arsenal season, winning the league, and how it's all made us feel. Just so you can get from a point of view from the fans that are on here on a regular basis and the people in the chat. Yeah, I'll put as many messages up as I can as we go, just so you can feel how much it means to us. And that's my intro, basically, guys. I'm not going to add any more to that. I feel that it'll all get said. And we've got other people hopefully coming on during the show. People will jump off, jump on, and hopefully this will be sort of interesting. And you'll get. And I think we've all got something different to say as well. I think it's not all going to be saying the same stuff, you know. So give us a like, give us a share, give us a subscribe, and come into the chat and let us know how you're feeling. If it's your first time you've seen Arsenal win the league, or if you're old school like some of us on this screen who've seen it a few times, just tell us how you're feeling and what it means to you. And I'll share it on screen. So without further ado, let me introduce my guests. Obviously, I've got my wingman with me, Statman Rich. How you doing, mate?
Very good, mate. And yourself?
Yeah, always good, mate. Always enjoy these. Always enjoy being on these shows. It doesn't matter what topic we're covering, I enjoy them. Of course, down the bottom, we've got the gaffer. Ange, how you doing, Ange?
I feel very good, actually.
Yeah, well, I don't think there'll be an upset Arsenal fan today, will there? And of course, we've got him, the star-spangled wanker, our brother from another mother. He lives over a pond. Brian, how you doing, mate?
Dude, I'm buzzing. I joke that we're living in a simulation, but we have to be living in a simulation because this does not feel like real life. This really doesn't. This is awesome.
There's important times in your life, like getting married and having children. Is this up there?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you know, I got the Bubs, and you know, they're Kieran and Declan, and they're Kieran and Declan for a reason, and you know, they have no idea what's going on. They don't even like to wear their kits. I'm not wasting that money anymore. But you know, they're gonna know why their names are what they are, and you know, hopefully, there's gonna be many more times to share this feeling with them.
That's cool, man. Right, so let's crack on with it. Ladies first, Gaffer. You've, like me and Richard, you've seen a few league wins in the past, FA Cup wins, everything. But what does this one mean to you especially? What?
Well, one, it's a time period, 22 years. Heck of a wait. Also, and I'm not going to lie, I started to doubt Arteta. I was never vocal about it. It was just quietly there in my head. I think I may have come across it in our group and maybe mentioned a couple of things. But on the whole, I was never negative about him as such. But I wasn't. Well, I didn't think he'd pull it off. I didn't think he'd do it this season.
Okay.
And I'm very happy for him, for the players. And I really love this team. Really falling in love with this team. Even Kai, bless him, he's all right. He's all right. There you go, Brian.
Hold on a minute, guys. You heard it first. Breaking news. Kai Havertz is all right. There you go.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah. He got that goal. He scores the goals. And I'm just, it's great for all of us. You know, I went into work today, and a teacher and teaching assistant in one of the classrooms, I didn't realise they were Gooners, and had their Arsenal tops in the home kit. And I'm shouting out Arsenal, and I thought, how wonderful.
There you go. We're everywhere, aren't we? That's the thing. Arsenal fans, we're everywhere. Don't worry, Andrew. I'm going to ask you more questions and
that's fine.
In a second, but I just want to see what the lads, you know, their initial feelings. Brian, give us what you got, mate.
So yeah, so I've been an Arsenal fan for a long time now. Almost 30 years. But being stateside, it was really hard to follow back in the day. You know, like I knew about the Invincibles, but nobody else I knew, was a football fan. And so it's like, all right, who can I talk to about this? Who can I share this with? Who can I talk shit to? It just wasn't there. And so really, this is the first time that I've been able to celebrate something like this. I mean, I'm a DC sports fan, and so the Capitals won the Stanley Cup a few years ago. The Nationals won the World Series a couple of years ago. But this feels like more, because this is really like, this is kind of my life, right? This has become, my one true love. It really has. Like, the FA Cups. Yeah, I was happy about them. We've talked a lot before that I put a lot of stock into the FA Cup, but this is different. Not only just from winning the league, but we straight up beat City. We beat the oil money. We beat the cheating.
I wanna throw something in there if you don't mind, Brian, because I know the feeling you're feeling, because I felt the same, right? But I just want to quickly read this out. Good evening, Colin, by the way, and thanks for being here, fella. I wasn't quite about Arteta, and today I apologise. I was wrong, Mr. Arteta, at the top of my lungs capacity. I respect that, Colin, because you have been saying stuff all season, and you've had the right to say that as well.
He said it since Arteta came in, didn't he? But he as he's just said there, he was wrong, and that's all he ever wanted to be. He wanted us to win.
No, I get, and I totally respect it, because for you to step up and say that takes a lot, and I appreciate it, mate. And thank you for saying it in our chat. I appreciate it. But I just want to go back. Go on, bro.
And like, last thing for like this little part, like, I want to make sure that we clip me saying this, because we put a clip up a couple months ago about me shitting all over David Raya.
Richard, get this clip later, right?
David Raya, I was wrong.
Fair play to you, brother.
Wrong about you, dude.
Like, fair play.
You might have somebody buying your kit, dude. I was 100% wrong about David Raya.
If you get Raya on the back of a kit this season, bro, I'll respect that 100%. 100%. Honest, I would. Right, Richard, I just want to say something quickly, and then I'm going to come to you, mate, yeah? Brian mentioned that we didn't cheat to win the league. He's absolutely right, okay? Do you know what? I said this to Richard earlier, because we were having a bit of a chat on how we were going to do this show, yeah? But it's the absolute truth. We did it while Pep was still there, right? We did it while they haven't had the 115 taken off them, the charges. They haven't been punished for it yet. They deserve to be punished. I will 100% stand by that. They deserve to be punished. We did it under our own merit, our own credit, and a game to go. Yeah? It just shows how much this team wanted it, how much this manager wanted it, and let's be honest and let's be fair, how much this fan base wanted it. Yeah? Richard, enough about what I've got to say. What's your thoughts on it, mate? Come on.
Well, I mean, as you know, I've been a supporter since '78. I was in the top end at '89, and I think last night, in that last 10 minutes watching that game, I was more stressed and more nervous than I was at Anfield in '89, and that was pure hell. But the pure joy afterwards. I'd begun to wonder if I'd ever see another title in my lifetime, and I've been lucky enough to have seen 5 of them up to last night. So, but there are moments in the season that you can pick out, and I think there were a few over the last weeks, Raya especially, against West Ham. And then you look at the Havertz goal against Burnley, and you say, moments during the season when you think they're the types of stuff that win you titles. And I had a feeling in the West Ham game when you get the Raya save and you get that goal chalked off for a rightly disallowed foul. But you say, come in, mate. You rightly say, you recognise those moments later that they win your league titles. We got to say, well done to Berta, well done to Arteta and his backroom staff and the players, because at the end of the day, they're the ones that have put that effort in. And you, let's be honest, Man City give us a good run. Okay, some of that's down to us, not tripping over our own feet at points, but they still made it a hell of a good race. And I'm just glad it didn't go to the last day, because I didn't fancy going to Crystal Palace. It's a tricky place for us, and with the pressure of winning a title there, it was the place I thought we might slip up. But now we can relax. We can go into that game and maybe even rest players for the Champions League.
Fair enough. But we've still got that to come, and that's going to be another show. But I genuinely believe we're going to do the double this season. They haven't given me any reason to doubt them. I'll be absolutely honest with you. Right. So I've got a few questions for each of you, and it's the same question to all of you each time. Do you know what I mean? So just, answer accordingly to how you feel. Okay. Moment of the season for you, Ange. What's the absolute thing that just got you and thought, yeah, this is Arsenal? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's got to be last night, and I didn't even watch the game.
Right.
I was following it on. I've had a lot of technical hitches recently. Wi-Fi let me down again. And having you guys in chat, and suddenly it was like, oh my god! And actually, Seema was brilliant. She was kind of giving a running commentary. I was trying to keep up on the BBC app, which is an absolute, sorry to keep plugging that one, but an absolute nightmare, slow or what. And it was just like, oh my god. I mean, all right, I think we're all really shocked when Haaland got that. Well, not shocked in the sense because we know what Haaland can do, but it was like, damn, because fair play. They played so well, hadn't they? They'd held them off.
Yeah.
They got their goal, they held them off, and you're thinking, wow. But thankfully, with Haaland's goal, it was late. And it was just like, hold on now, hold on. I mean, they're doing it for themselves as well, obviously, because they've got a lot to gain from that. But it was just like, wow, we've done it.
Fair enough.
I don't think it's sunk in till this morning, actually.
I love this comment by BX. Welcome, BX, mate. Welcome as always. Great to see you. I was on Arsenal Fan Circle last night with you, and we were making some great comments then. Big shout out to Ray and Stan and all the lads that are involved in that. Go and check them out. Good lads. I get on there occasionally as well. But he says, day one of waking up a champion, and it felt great. I bet it did, mate. I bet it did. Anthony, champions. Yes, mate. Yes. 4 times 14. Okay, that's cool. And Anthony, BX is agreeing with you. I think this is Paul. Evening, Paul. Get better soon, mate. Up the Arsenal. Come on. We won the league. We certainly did. We did it in style as well. Brian, same question to you, mate. The moment of the season where you thought we're going to win this. When was it and what was it?
So, I mean, it was really, really hard to look back at a moment that, where I thought we were going to win it, because, like y'all say over there, it's the hope that kills you, right? And I mean, remember, like, I wouldn't even make plane tickets to come over for the parade, and of course now I probably won't be able to anyway because they're going to be like $10,000. But kind of looking back on it, and where we really laid down the marker that said, "Hey, we can do this," I would have to say is Martinelli's goal against City, back at the Emirates, because they scored early and then they parked the bus, and that might have been like Eze's like first or second game that he was able to play for us, and he played that ball over the top to Martinelli, and Martinelli chipped Donnarumma with the outside of his foot, no less.
Oh, mate, great goal.
And that was really just like, yo, we're in it to win it,
Richard, have you got Max's? Can you send Max the link? Have you got him on your? I don't know if I've still got him on my, because my list is so.
I don't know if I've got him on.
Max, are you in any of the groups anymore? Because we'll put it in the group, and then you can click on that one. Just let us know which group you're in if you're still in one, please. Sorry, Brian. Sorry to cut you, mate. If we can get you on, we will, mate. All right. Carry on, Brian. Sorry, what were you saying? Oh, it was the lobbing of Dom. Great goal, mate. Absolutely great goal, and great moment as well. Richard, same question to you, mate. If you could do two things at once, what's the moment for you?
I mean, there's different. I haven't yet. No, I will. There's a couple. I think. I mean, I've been quite positive all season, but I said with the West Ham game that I thought that was the title for us. As I alluded to earlier, I didn't want to go to Palace and on the last day of the season, because that's never a nice feeling. I wanted it to be stress free, and that's the reason I did. But that Raya save, that decision to overturn the West Ham goal, which was a foul, and it was eventually right. And it'd be nicer if they were communicated those decisions better. But that's something hopefully they can work on for next season. But I mean, I've got my brother here who's a City fan, and he said he didn't think City would win the title this year, because he didn't think that the team was quite good enough this year. It didn't feel right for them. But I'd also like to point out the Dowman goal.
Oh, you took my moment, you bugger!
And that moment stands out for me, and not because I thought we'd win the league then, but it just a special moment.
Well, that is my
season.
That is my moment. I'll break it down in a second. He's in the Big Sunday group, Rich, or do you just want me to slap it in this chat and see if you can connect to that?
Put it in the. Yeah, try and put it in there, see if he can do it in there. I mean, that would allow anyone on the chat to come in if they wanted to anyway, wouldn't it? So
yeah. Max, click on this link here, mate. You can get in. All right. It should come up in a second when it's. Yeah, there we go. Click on any of them links there, Max, or anybody in the chat who wants to come on and have a quick say. Please do. Click on the link. We'll get you in.
All right. Anyway,
Max Dowman goal, mate. That was my moment, because I tell you what, the boy became a man in that just that one part of the game. The boy became a man, and yeah, to me that was like, yeah, we have played as a team so much, it's crazy.
And Rich just did his traditional walk off.
Yeah, he does it every time. Let him crack on. But that was that for me. Thanks for joining us, Max. How you doing, bro?
Good, bro. How are you, Des?
Yeah, I'm good. Short answers if you can, because we're only on for an hour. So keep it as short but to the point as you can, yeah?
Sure.
I'm going to ask you the same questions I've asked the other guys, yeah? What was the first question? Oh, yeah, just break it down for me. Break it, not just for me, but for everybody, how yesterday made you feel.
Honestly, I'll try and keep this as short as possible. But honestly, for me, obviously, watching the game between Bournemouth and Man City yesterday, honestly, it was such an emotional moment for me in particular, because I've been obviously here there, watching. I went to the city to actually watch the the Baku final. I've watched Atletico knock us out of the Europa League. I've watched us get knocked out in the Europa League to Olympiacos when Aubameyang did the overhead kick. I watched the numerous of 5-1s and the thrashings against Bayern Munich. So obviously for me, this coming from I was 11 when I watched the last. Obviously when we won in 2003-04, I was 11 years old when I was watched that. So I spent 22 years and I'm now 33. And yeah, honestly, it was such an emotional moment. I cried, I drank, I screamed, I danced. Probably I woke my parents up at 2 a.m. screaming and yelling around, like going absolutely ballistic. Obviously I woke up my neighbors who, unfortunately for them, live in a cul-de-sac and obviously are United and Spurs fans. So they obviously did not receive that screaming very well. But for me, honestly, I can't praise this team enough. I can't praise this manager enough. I can't praise this club enough. And honestly, if you wanted any indication of how big this football club is, because you only need to go and look at how quickly we mobilized in front of the Emirates within an hour. People were coming from Hong Kong, people were coming from all over the world, and to just celebrate the victory with the team. And honestly, I cried so much, and I'm still emotional. It still hasn't fully sunk in yet. And honestly, I can't praise this club enough so much. It means so much to me. It means so much to everyone here. It means so much to the fans. And yeah, man, I just can't. I can't believe it. Actually, generally.
So, just quickly, moment of the season that made you think we're going to win this. When was that for you? For me, like, there's only one moment for me, like, because I obviously went to the Newcastle away game. I was actually in the stadium, and when Gabriel scored that last-minute winner with that header, and against Newcastle, and I literally flew 25 rows to go down and almost fell over the second stand in the Newcastle thing. Honestly, for me, that was the moment, and I just. Yeah, that was my moment for me, because honestly, that was a special moment. Hold on a minute. You were in Newcastle and you didn't even look me up.
I'm so sorry.
Dirty. Did you dirty, Des?
He did me dirty, bro. Yeah, no, that's cool. It's cool. I'm just glad you got to see a game, man. I'm glad you got to see a game. Thanks for what you said, man. Emerson, quick answers, mate. Keep them as short as possible if you can, because we've got to get through a lot of people. Same questions to you. I'm going to ask you both at the same time. Okay. What does this mean to you? And also, what was the moment that won the league for you, in your opinion? And Aisha has joined us as well. There we go.
A lot for me. And as I said, I've seen most of the Premiership trophies when they were paraded either at Highbury. Obviously, they haven't been paraded at the Emirates, so it would have been mostly at Highbury. Anything like that. And the Holy Grail will be my mysterious photo that I'm not going to show until after the final.
Okay, fair enough.
I've got a mysterious photo. Quite a few people have seen it, but not many. And I'm feeling much better from the other day.
I'm glad to hear that, mate. I'm glad to help you feeling better. Right, guys, I will get back to you with my other questions in a minute, but now Aisha has joined us. Same two questions to you, Aisha. Thanks for joining us, lovely. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
All right.
Break down how it felt yesterday, and what was the one moment that told you in your mind we've won the league?
So because obviously the fixtures and that got changed, about this time last year, me and my friend bought tickets to go see a play in the West End. And didn't even think nothing of the date, right? But actually, the reason we picked that specific date is because it was a history play, and it was specifically a very important date to that story. So it was like, oh yeah, let's go on that date. It's quite quirky. We got in the theatre and I went to her, oh my God. She went, what's wrong? I went, there's no reception. She went, what do you need reception for? And I looked at her, and she's like been my friend for over 20 years. And she went, oh God, yeah, I forgot. And then I'm sitting there watching this play, and the whole time I'm like, I feel like I'm a drug addict on withdrawal. Yeah. Not that I know what that feels like, but I can imagine, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Right, and I'm literally like, I need to know. I'm trying to logically think. Well, I'm in the middle of a row. I can't even get out, use the loo, or pretend to use a loo, right? And then there was all of a sudden, I don't know if I got like one bar reception or something, but I got a message. I heard my phone buzz.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I'm going to look at my phone. I'm going to look to see what this is. And the message I saw, I think it was someone in our group chat, went, Noel Gallagher has walked out. And I went, oh my God, right? It can't be. That can't be it. So anyway, got outside and I had 200 WhatsApp messages, right? And I just went, I answered the phone to my brother and he went, I was screaming, and he went to me, what are you doing? And I went, well, I was stood at Leicester Square. And he went to me, get on the tube. I went, I can't get on the tube. For one thing, I've got a 1-year-old baby at home, and my mum is looking after him, and has done from 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like, get on the tube. And I'm like, I can't get on the tube. And all the way home, like, I was just, I couldn't, it couldn't sink in. And I'm on a train, and I'm trying not to cry, because everyone in there is going to think I'm a nutcase. And I got off the train, and I kid you not, and I think this is what it was. I saw, my dad said, I'll pick you up from the station. And I saw him waiting in the car, and I kid you not, I was like 16 again, seeing him sitting in the car waiting for me. And he said, I run to the car like I was back at school, the way that I ran up to the car to him, and I flung the door open, and we just screamed at each other. I think the other time was today. I had kids coming up to me, I teach, that obviously football comes up a lot of work, and they were just running up and cuddling me and high-fiving me. One kid put his Arsenal scarf around my shoulders, and I think that was, that's what's been, it's been crazy, absolutely mental.
That's cool, man. You had a bit of a job's worth have a go at you as well, didn't you, from what I've seen?
Yeah, said that maybe one of the girls shouldn't have cuddled me the way she did, and it didn't.
It's just a cuddle at the end of the day.
Yeah, it didn't go there. It was just like, it was just a bit. I don't think that they understood the context of the situation. No. But I was getting videos from my brother all night. He went outside where we sit. He laid on the floor, replicating the FA Cup pose. He kissed the turnstiles where we go in every other week.
Oh, for God's sake! You don't know what to touch then.
My cousin's telling him we've got to go home now. He texted me at 3 o'clock in the morning that he got in and that he loved me. Yeah. So yeah, that was. And now my dad's just been literally on YouTube all evening watching anything he can of anybody's reactions. And I felt so bad I didn't get to get over there. But you know, at the end of the day, I think as well. I know I'm going on a bit. I'm sorry, but it's William's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, and so I think you won't forget this. You won't forget it.
No, but what was lovely at work today, I don't really, oh God, one of the teachers I work with who I'm so close with, she went to the shop at lunchtime and she bought me the newspapers from today for his memory box, because I've got a memory box for him. And I was just like, that is, so it's just lovely to be able to say to him, you was a year old 2 days after Arsenal won the league for the first time in 22 years. And I think that's something that's quite important to me, to be fair.
That's cool. What about the moment in the season, though, that made you go, yeah, we're going to win this? Have you got one?
I have purposely put that right at the back of my head, because I've tried to be realistic in that anything can happen. One game could take a major player out with an injury or whatever, and you need to think logically. I was prepared mentally to go to Sunday with the Palace game. I was totally prepared to go to Sunday. So the fact that we don't have to do that now is nice, because we're going to have like a bit of a barbecue. We're going to have some of my cousins are going to come over. William's like my husband Ian. He's having William for the afternoon so that I can just, you know, and I mean, Ian's a massive Arsenal fan too. Like, don't get me wrong, but he knows it's been my thing. Like with you guys, he knows that I'm my season ticket. I've been going since I was 6. So he's very much, look, you deserve this. I'll have William for the day. So yeah, that's going to be the thing.
Beautiful. Rich, can you mute, please, mate?
Right, guys, I've got to go. Love you all. And we are
And-
champions. Woo,
and-
woo, woo.
And
Right, go,
before you
go. Bye, bye, bye.
And one more question before you go, right? One
Yeah,
more.
all right, quickly.
Just a quick one. Player of the season for you.
Whoa.
Kai Havertz.
Shut up, bro.
God, you nearly made me swear, Brian. Stop it. Just stop it. Player of the it's got to be Declan Rice.
Okay, cool. Off you pop then. Thanks very much for being on.
Thank you. Love to you all. Catch up soon. Bye, bye, bye.
See you later. Ta-da. Right, I'm coming round all of you, so get ready. Player of the season for you.
Sorry.
No, I don't, because I shall keep talking. No disrespect.
Yes, thank you.
Aisha, player of the season. Short answer.
Oh, I'll say yeah.
I think it's got to be. There's a lot of noise.
Richard.
No, I think that might be Emerson.
Mute, please. No, it's Richard. There you go.
Oh.
Go on.
I think it's got to be for consistency. It's got to be Declan Rice.
Okay, I think this is going to come out a lot, but we might get a couple of different ones. Emerson, player of the season.
Well, I've got a choice of 3. One's going to be a very bit unusual one to pick. Obviously, Raya for myself, Declan Rice, Timber. Oh, sorry, I should have said 4. But the 4th one is someone who credits more than anybody else, the set piece coach, Nicholas Ujova.
Okay, I'll let you have that one, even though it's not a player. That's fair enough. I'll let you have it though, because I'm a fair man. Max, player of the season, mate. Quick as you can, please.
For me, this is going to annoy Brian because obviously he hates his goalkeeper, and I'm going to give it to David Raya.
Actually, Brian's had a change of heart, haven't you, Brian?
I have. See, Max, this is what happens when you miss meetings.
Fair enough.
Okay, here we go. So let's Brian, over to you, mate.
Shit, I don't even know. The easy choice is Declan Rice, right?
Okay.
You know, I mean, just like he's been crushing it.
Yeah.
The other easy choice is David Raya, you know, because I was wrong. I was wrong about David Raya.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe if you showed up on time, you would have heard that too.
listen, you right. I was eating a dinner of champions. You saw the picture in the WhatsApp chat.
I did.
So that couldn't wait. I'm not lying. That couldn't wait.
Okay.
But no, I think my player of the season, just for the moment that he had on Monday night, Kai Havertz.
Okay, cool.
Kai Havertz.
Richard, your player of the season, bro.
Well, I mean, there are so many candidates, but I think there have been moments this season where Raya has pulled out saves that are just simply outstanding, and that one on West Ham, that's as big as the Trossard goal, the Kai Havertz goal against Burnley. So he would be mine. I mean, if he keeps a clean sheet, he equals Schmeichel's Premier League record. So I'm going to love you and leave you because my boys' night is here, and all right. And so love to you all, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Thanks for being on. See you later on.
See you later.
So before I tell you
can I also give an honorable mention to Victor Gokras as well, by the way? Can I just give an honorable?
Why is everybody stealing my moment, right? I was going to pick Max Dowman as my moment when he scored the goal against Everton, right? I'm just about to read some chat and I was going to go to Gyökeres, but no, someone has to say, can I? So anyway, let me do the chat. Oh, mate, can I just have a moment? I don't know. My moment to realise Arteta could possibly have the ruthlessness in decision making to possibly cross the line with a trophy was when he started Miles Lewis-Skelly in the midfield against Fulham. Do you know what, Colin? I'll say to that, right? You're absolutely right, and I think he could have done it a lot sooner as well. That's the only thing I will say. But
No,
I'm going to go.
let me piggyback on that a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
When he pulled Zubamendi the other day.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm going to go Gyökeres, and the reason I'm going Gyökeres because everybody knows, right? When I knew when it was a choice between him and Brian, you were there when I was saying this stuff. Aisha, all three of you could have been there when I was saying this stuff. But when it was the choice between him and Sesko, I was definitely a Gyökeres. Get Gyökeres, right? And what I love about it is, yes, possibly the worst start as a striker. No pre-season, didn't have time to meet up with the team and get to know the team before season. Didn't have the best start, worst start for a striker, to be quite honest with you. But I just knew, when you just know something. I mean, Aisha, you get it all the time, yeah? Because the conversations me and you have had, you just get that feeling, don't you?
Yeah.
And I knew in all competitions this season he was going to do 20 plus goals, right? But I guarantee you now, whatever we do in the summer, which is what we're going to go on to in a second, whatever we do in the summer, that lad will still be there, and I think he'll do better. And what I love about it is he's proved people wrong and he's shut a lot of people up, right? And that's what I love about the Arsenal. We are able to shut a lot of people up. Well, they don't like us as a fan base, right? But when we say it, we mean it. What was you going to say, Aisha? Sorry, I could see you wanted to talk.
I don't want to get political. This is about football. But something dawned on me and I put it on my Facebook. So you guys are on my Facebook, you'll see it. But there was pictures of the march from the weekend, okay?
Yeah.
That I saw online. And then there were images last night, ones my brother sent to me, ones that I saw on Sky News, all sorts of things of all the Arsenal fans outside the Emirates. There was people of all backgrounds. There was people of every social standing, from like politicians were there to like people coming out the pub, and it was all. If you had a cannon on your chest, you were good to be there. There was nothing else. And you know what? I just felt like I looked at the two images side by side, and I said to my dad, the first one is not how I want my London to be seen. The second one is how I want my London to be seen, because last night there was no arrests. There was hardly, I mean, they did create a bit of mess, but that's any normal game. There was no issues. There was no fights. There was no nothing. It was a load of people singing. And I just think that's the image that needs to be seen of Arsenal fans. And that's the image that needs to be seen of Londoners. And that's the image that needs to be seen of England right now, is that we are not all football thugs. We're going to be all right going to the World Cup because we're not going to beat the hell out of anybody. That we just want to enjoy our sport. And that is what I think people need to get off of Arsenal fans' backs, because there was nothing toxic about last night and we've put a lot of people to shame. And I think that's the important, to me, that's that. I saw that today and my gut was like just full. My heart was full with that.
With respect to Ian Wright as well, though, because he went straight down there and he spent ages down there, didn't he? So respect to Ian Wright. It shows how much he wanted it as well, Go on, Max, quick.
Can I just say also real quickly, it was so good to see Miles Lewis-Skelly's mum inside the crowd, celebrating with the Arsenal fans, by the way. I don't know if you saw it. It also, and real quickly, for when you're going and talking about moments, Des, right? When Nkape made the challenge, he skidded across the ground and he got a bumming, Des. He got a bumming. I don't know if you saw that, where he got a bumming, and I'm telling you now, like if he should just get a league title based on that, right? Because the amount of effort he put into that challenge, and it was an embarrassing moment where he had to pull up his shorts. Yeah, it was such a.
Did you see there was a stunt with the Gunnosaurus? Did you see that? Where they got someone to jokingly pull his trousers down.
Yeah.
And he had like Gunnosaurus pants on, like proper big, large pants.
Yeah. But Nkape lost his shorts, didn't he? I remember that, As a heartbeat, Declan Rice, Raya for the unbelievable amount of crucial saves, match-winning saves. Totally agree. I'm just doing a bit of chat, guys, and then I'll come back to you. Brian, as an American Arsenal fan, how do you think this will affect America? While I'm just putting these up on the screen, mate. You know what I mean?
I mean, unfortunately, I don't think many people here, give that much of a shit. Because football, it's still not that big over here, right? I mean, we got the World Cup coming up, and I personally don't know anybody that's going to be able to afford to go to games. I know I sure as shit can't.
Is this for the World Cup, you mean? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it? The prices of it.
But I will say, there's a Slack channel at work that's Arsenal supporters, all over the world, because AWS is all over the world. But we're all losing our minds in the chat. The friends that I have around here, we're all losing our minds. I saw somebody put on Twitter where the Cronkies were actually at the NFL spring meetings where they're doing rule changes and all sorts of shit like that, an important meeting. And apparently they were going out in the hallway and they were checking the score of the City Bournemouth game during these meetings. And that's a big deal. That shows you how much the Cronkies care. That shows that they understand, what this club means to so many people,
Right, Brian.
Ryan, can I piggyback on that? Yeah, just real quickly. Yeah, obviously today, right? I went to work wearing my Arsenal shirt with pride today, right? And I've never, ever, ever in my life have I seen so many Arsenal fans around in Australia, in Sydney, walking around with their Arsenal shirts. On trains, on buses, just everywhere. And because obviously, I know Arsenal have a huge fan base following all over the world, yeah. But never have I ever seen so many fans just walking around outside, just completely just in euphoria, right? And I've been there in the last I want to say 24 hours. I've been hugged by so many random strangers just hugging me because I had an Arsenal kit on. It was just unbelievable, honestly.
Because a lot of Arsenal fans do care about each other, mate. That's how it is,
One of the kids today at school come up to me and he went, Miss, look. And he took his jumper off, undone his shirt, and he had his Arsenal top on underneath his school uniform. Right? And the thing is, as well, is there's part of me goes, oh my God, I should really encourage this behaviour because I'm meant to be teaching them. But the bottom line is, in years to come, if I bump into them, they're never going to say to me, oh, Miss, thank you so much for helping me, get them answers right on a random test. They're going to go, Miss, do you remember the time you hugged me when we won the league?
Exactly.
That is, when I say I hugged them, I kind of got mauled by,
It's a lifetime memory, Aisha. It's a lifetime memory. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and honestly, it's honestly, Aisha, when you had those kids at the Emirates celebrating for their first moment in winning the league, that is a moment. As I said, when I was 11 years old when we first won in 03-04, that was my first league title. But for in 2026, for those kids to be there at the stadium to have that moment with the fans, it's gonna stay with them forever.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a lifetime memory, mate.
Yesterday, my my first phone call when the game ended was to Spency. I jumped on FaceTime and just by happenstance, he was wearing a kit yesterday. I guess he wore the kit to school or something. And he wasn't paying he was paying attention, but he wasn't paying that close attention to what was going on. And yes, Spency's 14, and so he's heard plenty of language. But I was like, Spency, we just won the fucking league. Yeah. And I told him to wear a kit to school today and to feel free to talk as much shit as you want to every single kid there that follows the Premier League. This is our moment, and fuck them if they want to try and take it away from us.
If anybody's offended by the language, please excuse
sorry.
He's showing his passion. You've got to let it fly this time, guys. Right, before anybody says any more, I've got to do this, right? Stop biting in on me. Right, I love you all, honestly. Brian, I've left this on screen because Paul can't believe that you've done a U-turn on Raya.
Well, if Paul would show up to meetings too, then he would know what the hell's going on too.
Exactly. Raya has been class, but watching the videos this season, everybody has contributed vital moments. Very true, mate. Very true. Trying to ruin Arsenal's night. Okay, I'm not quite sure what he means with that one, but there we go. Boro, thank you, mate. Colin, we're champions. Yes, we are. Right, we are running out of time, guys, because this is only an hour show. That's why I've asked you to keep the answers short. Sorry, usually I know we go on for a lot longer, but we're only going on for an hour. So I need to ask this question. I made a statement yesterday. I got laughed at by a few of my so-called mates who support other teams. But I genuinely I want to know what you feel about this comment that I've made. I genuinely turned around and said that I know we're going to buy in the summer, and we're going to move on to the summer in a second. I know we're going to buy in the summer, but even if we didn't, I believe, and this is, I'm not trying to force this on to you guys. I want to see what you think. I believe this team could go back to back. That's what I genuinely believe, right? Brian, I'm going to go to you first, mate. Would you agree with me, or am I talking out my backside, basically?
So if we're just like, if we're looking at it in a vacuum and we're looking at the individual quality that we have, yeah, I think we could. I think we could.
Okay.
However, we don't play in a vacuum.
No, I know that. I know, and that's why I said at the beginning. At the beginning of my statement, I did say I know we're going to buy in the summer, but yeah. So I know where you're coming from. I do know where you're coming from. But sorry, please finish. Go on.
City is going to, well, if City's not in the National League, enjoying those away days to Dagenham and Redbridge, Liverpool.
Hey, my cousin played for Dagenham and Redbridge. You shut up.
So they can have City come there. It'll be great.
Yeah.
There you go.
Think of the income. Think of the income they get.
Exactly. Well, no, because nobody goes to City games. Like there's going to be no gate receipts to share.
Aisha. Oh, sorry, I thought you finished, Brian. I apologize. Carry on.
So, everybody is going to buy, and we can't stand pat, but I can't think of anybody that we should sell. I think everybody that we got was absolutely integral to the team this year.
Oh, there's definitely people that are going to go because Jesus will go, Trossard might go, Martinelli might go. No, I know. I don't want him to. I don't mind if Jesus goes, but Trossard might go, Martinelli might go. Oh, there's even a thing that people saying Odegaard might go. I hope not for that one. You know what I mean? But Aisha, do you agree with my statement that I made? I know it's a bit of an out there statement, but do you agree with it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's possible. And I've said this the last 4 years. Arsenal's biggest enemy is Arsenal. Like on our day, we can have anyone. I mean, it's like someone went to me today. Oh, what do you reckon about the Champions League? And I'm going to be really honest. I know you lot are going to think I'm nuts. I don't give a flying anything about the Champions League. I've got tickets to go to the screening. I'm really excited for that. But my dad's playing North London Forever downstairs. With William in the baby walker whizzing around. Don't ask. I think I actually don't care. I think the Champions League for me will be a bonus. The league was what I wanted. I know that many people don't agree with me, but the league was what I wanted, and this next season the league will again be what I want. I think next year though, I want the league and the FA Cup. We need that next FA Cup. We need the 15 because we've won it the most. We need to secure that. Man United look like they could be a little bit dangerous next season. I would probably, they're the ones I'd be watching, and they're only one behind us with a record for the FA Cup now. So I don't know. I'm going to go into that final as much as I can, just watching it like it's a Community Shield game. I know that's effing ridiculous, but that's my mentality. I'm going in. This is a bonus. We've got what we set out for.
Right, talking about the Champions, Max, I've just come to you in 1 second, mate. But talking about the Champions League, I believe we're going to do the Champions League. I will say this as a kind of a counter argument to what you've just said, Aisha. I respect where you're coming from, but we need that rock from round our neck. We need to beat PSG, and this team can beat PSG. That's the way I see it. Yeah, Max. Going back to my original statement, do you agree? Could they go back to back, or do you disagree? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand where you're coming from, and from that point of view, I do agree. But it's obviously with the conditions that, as you said, that we do buy in the summer. Like, but I agree that we probably could. If this team's good enough to go back to back. But as you said, rightly said, we're going to buy in the summer. So regardless of how the season pans out, I think we will buy in the summer. But I do agree. As Brian said, in a vacuum, we could go back to back, and all that kind of stuff. So, for me, like, I'll just piggybacking on what Aisha was saying. For me, like at the start of the season, for me, the Premier League was obviously what I wanted. But at the same time, what you said was also true. I think this team and this club to go to a different level needs to go and remove the chains that's wrapping around this football club in terms of winning the Champions League, getting over the line. And and if you think Arsenal fans are unbearable now, considering we've won the Premier League, just wait until we win that Champions League. Because God forbid if we win that Champions League, honestly, please just turn off all social media for the next year or so, because God forbid.
Do you know what? Let me tell you something. I was teaching the Cuban Missile Crisis today, right? And I went to one. I know there's a Spurs fan in my class, and I turned around and went, so the Cuban Missile Crisis happened in 1961, or the beginnings of it happened in 1961. Do you know what else happened in 1961? Oh, yeah. Well, my dad was born, and it was the last time Spurs won the league. Oh, when did we win the league? Last night, people. Last night. Right?
I knew exactly where you were going with that, too.
Right, I'm just going to jump back into the chat just quickly, and then we're going to talk about the summer and the transfer window, okay? The Champions League is another show. We'll talk about that another time, guys, okay? But I just wanted to say, just as a counter-argument to what Aisha was saying, I can absolutely respect and understand where you're coming from, but I just needed to bring that up, yeah? Too many games on knife edges this season. This is Colin, by the way. We still have to strengthen, and champions always feel they can improve. Must make summer signings. I agree, mate. And this is what we're going to go on to in a second. The gaffer says that Nelly stays. Okay, fair enough. Martinelli, Trossard, Norgard, and a few academy players and new players coming in. Barcola. Okay. Right. We are running out of time, guys. We've only got a few minutes left. So, again, try and keep your answers as short as possible. But one signing you want this summer, but I'm going to start this time because everybody nicks my signing. You're going
to nick mine, you git. I know you're going to nick mine.
I want one signing this summer, right? And this is how good of a person I am, right? Because I think Aisha's reading my mind. Yeah, Aisha, tell him the one signing I want this summer. That's the one. That is the one. And I don't need to say anymore, genuinely. And if you want, do you know what, Aisha? I've watched videos and I've read stuff, but I'm going to let you expand on him if you want to. But you can also add another one because obviously you've told them my one. All right, Brian, the one signing you want this summer without fail.
Take a guess.
Take a guess.
Mbappe ain't coming to Arsenal.
Not Kieran Tierney.
Kieran Tierney back.
All right. We have to ask Brian. Sorry, everybody on the chat and everybody watching. Right, we have to ask Brian the question in a different way. Apart from Kieran Tierney, Brian,
he comes with a bonus of a bloody violin.
Apart from Kieran Tierney, Brian, who would you like to sign this summer?
Like I know the rumor has been out there about Bradley Barcola. I think that would be a really good signing. I think that would require selling either Martinelli or Trossard, neither of which I want to get rid of, not just because I like them, but because I think that they fit this team, they fit this style really, really well. And I don't know that Barcola's style of playing does.
Okay.
Do you know, if I'm telling you now, I'm going to Belgium for 11 days. If Trossard leaves us, I'm kidnapping him and bringing him back. Right, I'm just warning you.
But I can't have Kieran Tierney back. That's messed up.
All right, you go to Scotland then, but Belgium's nicer.
Yeah, and get him a new bag, will you? Because he needs something better than a Tesco's bag.
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Get him a holdall or something, will you? Or a rucksack.
Yeah, Waitrose one. I mean, we're champions now. We can afford a Waitrose bag, right?
I must admit, I like this one. I must admit, before I come to you, Max, sorry, mate, because I'm going to let Aisha finish with the Ardagula stuff, yeah? I've got to say I like this one as well. Croupier from Bournemouth yesterday. Because I was touting him as the next Terry Henry, you know. I'm just putting it out there, all right? Max, who do you want to sign this summer?
Kvaratskhelia.
Who?
Kvaratskhelia.
The Wi-Fi password?
Yeah, the one where you're going to, if you buy his shirt, it's going to cost you about 300 quid.
Yeah, because you have to go down the sleeves as well.
Yeah. It starts at one wrist and ends at the other one, doesn't it?
And I'll tell you why. There's real quickly, because
go ahead.
Because for me, right, I think we've been linked to him obviously since January, and I generally think that he would take our left wing up another level, and he would work so well with Calafiori. And that. So would
Ardagula, mate. To be honest, so would Ardagula.
Yeah, obviously I know, but I'm just saying, just from the left wing perspective, just on the left wing perspective, and he not only that, he would also. Can you just imagine, Des, a front three of Kvaratskhelia, Victor Gyokeres, and Bukayo Saka? Like that, it would be insane in terms of pace, in terms of technical ability, and Gyokeres getting absolutely fed, you know, and having his dinner.
But I've got previous, mate, that when I said when Martin Odegaard came, I said he'd be a big thing. He has been. All right, not so much this season, injury, get it, but he's shut people up again. But Ardagula, check him out. Genuinely, Max, in your own time.
I have.
Up front with Max Dowman. With Max Dowman up there.
Yeah, mate.
Putting them on in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, mate.
Players, I'm not being funny. That would be. Do you remember how? What's his name? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was like super sub.
Yeah.
You could play either one of them literally the first season, the next season, while you're getting your Gyokereses and your Sakas and Martinelli, and even if Jesus stays, a little bit of backup. But I'm telling you, that kid, he is young, but he's got a mature head on his shoulders. He would slot in between Saka, Wanieri when he's back, Lewis Skelly, Dowman. I just think he has got the mentality and the style to work there. And really, he's not a key player where he is now, but we could make him a key player.
The reason I also think we could get Ardagula, sorry, Emerson, I will read your message in a moment. The reason I think we could get Ardagula as well, guys, and you can appreciate this, right? Mourinho's going to Real Madrid, and I've already heard that 9+ players want to jump ship.
Yeah, they will do, because it's his way or the highways. That's sort of manager.
Yeah. So, look, the suggestions you've made are great suggestions. I'm not saying you're wrong. Aisha, you don't have to agree with me. Is there another one that you would bring? Because obviously I said Ardagula. You can agree with me, that's fine. But is there another one that you really, really want that must be, sign the paper?
See, there's another player that I've got a soft spot for. I'd really love him to get there for himself more than probably how he'd fit in the team. But I think he might be slightly past it now. And that's probably Ollie Watkins. There's still part of me that would love Ollie Watkins at Arsenal. I don't know what. I think it's the Eze effect of the fact he grew up a fan.
Do you know what I think the problem with Ollie Watkins is, sweetheart? I'll be honest with you. He doesn't fit the system.
No, he doesn't. But that's what I'm saying to you. And that's pushed. The thing is with Arsenal, we're in that situation at the minute where do you want to bring in anybody? Because this is obviously a perfect winning formula. But if we don't bring in anybody, we're going to do what Wenger did to the Invincibles and just basically keep playing them till they leave or get knackered out. And then that's when your plan B doesn't work. And then that's when you don't win back-to-back.
Yeah, I get you.
Oh, here she is. Look.
Yeah, better late than never. We've only got like 2 minutes left, but
That's all right, isn't it? I'm making an appearance.
Okay, well, just for you, we're overrun for 5 minutes. Thanks very much.
Oh,
I mean, you know,
thank you.
sorry, Steve, I haven't got a life. It's all right.
Look, he's extended the transfer deadline window for you. Look, there you go.
yeah.
Oh,
Right.
brilliant.
Right.
Absolutely brilliant.
Okay. So I'm just going to quickly.
It's not like you were doing anything important, Des. It's all right. You've got plenty of time.
Max, I've got a life. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hang on, my mum just went past. Mum, who do you want at Arsenal?
Hello, Mum.
Who do you want at Arsenal quickly? We're talking transfer news.
Well, while you're doing that, Des, it's not Bacola.
Arda Güler. She just said Arda Güler. Sorry.
Anyway, Bacola, I will say the German midfielder who leaves Bayern Munich when his contract runs out. Okay, I'm not sure who you're on about then, but it's fair enough. Great show. Thanks for having me on. Oh, you're welcome, Ange. Thanks for being here. Sunday, enjoy the last game. We will. Kieran Tierney with the captain's armband. Colin, don't get him going, Colin, please.
Colin, meet me at the forecourts. I will buy you every beer you want.
Right. Seema, lovely to have you on. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for making my life hell.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being an Arsenal supporter.
You're welcome.
3 questions, and can you answer them as quickly as professionally as possible?
Okay.
Number 1, how are you feeling? Number 2, what was the moment of the season that told you we're going to win it? And number 3, who do you want to buy in the summer? Right?
Well, 1, I am not even thinking about who we're going to buy in the summer, so that's out the window. 2, how am I feeling? Ecstatic. It was crazy. It was mad. I went down to the stadium today.
Were you there at 5 a.m.? Was that you there
No,
at 5 a.m.?
no. I wish
No,
I had.
honestly, Brian, have you
I was
seen
up
it?
at 5 a.m.
Bukayo Saka,
Yeah.
Eze,
Yeah.
Timber, they were walking around.
Declan Rice. Declan Rice does. Declan Rice as well.
Yeah.
Carry on,
Literally, there
Tim,
must have
carry
been about 6 or 7. Yeah, so I don't say, I mean, you guys know from the chats and from the other watch-alongs, I don't think I ever doubted our team anyway. You know, I think there was one time I do remember when I was on the live with you, and I can't remember what game it was, but we conceded a goal and we lost the game, and I just banged my sofa, and that was probably the only time I shook.
That's the first
Apart
time
from
I've seen you. That's the first time I've seen you angry.
Yeah, I was angry at
genuinely
that time.
angry. Genuinely angry.
Yeah. We literally had thrown that away. That was the only time, and there was no other.
Don't you
Was there
find
another
it
question?
poetic though that we really all thought that Bournemouth was done, like Bournemouth was the one that's it, it's done, and then Bournemouth ended up doing them, which basically, and that's real football. That's a real team, a team that's not trying to, you know, like, oh, we got to lose to this one or win this one, and their supporters are doing that. Bournemouth were like, it's business. It's business.
Yeah. Well, the only idiots that did that was the Chelsea and the Spurs and the Man United.
The other question was, I don't know if you answered this one. If you have, then sorry, but the other one was, what's the moment that made you go, this is it for the league? What, you know?
That was it. That was the one where I.
Okay.
I was genuinely.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right, guys. I'm really, really sorry. We have run out of time. But can I just thank everybody that's been involved tonight? Ange, Emerson, Richard, everybody in the chat, from Colin, BX Gunner. Ange has been in there, mate. These guys, you guys, have been with me since last season, this season, for watch-alongs whenever you could do them. Thank you very much to all of you. Honestly, I'm feeling quite emotional just saying this, because through this platform, I've made friends for life. Yeah, and I genuinely mean that. And we all support the Arsenal. Yeah, I don't care if you're in Australia, Timbuktu, wherever you are. If you wear the red and white and you wear this badge, you mean something to me. And
can I just say, Des?
Yeah, go ahead.
Today, getting on the train and making my way down to the Emirates, people were just like singing and dancing, and you're walking past them, they're getting you involved.
Yeah,
it was really nice. I mean, I was wearing my black shirt, so it's got the Arsenal right on the back, but it was just so nice to see everyone, all celebrating, all on the same level, all high-fiving, and and the amount of people that were going in the Armory to buy, the Champions shirts. I think there was like a 4-hour queue just to get it printed on the shirt.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. All I can thank you, Colin, for the comment, mate. Appreciate it. All I can say is this, right? From my point of view, it's been a long season, but such an enjoyable one. And if you got a message from me yesterday, or a phone call, or a voice message, right? You got it because you mean something to me, Max. I didn't message you, mate, because for some reason you're not on my WhatsApp at the moment. I will get you back in touch, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But as I say, I don't care what part of the globe. I don't care if you live on the moon. If you're an Arsenal fan, absolutely revel in this. Absolutely enjoy it, especially if it's your first time, or if you're like me, Seema, Aisha, Richard, and we've seen multiples, and we've been lucky. We've been fortunate. But if it's your first time, soak it up. Really enjoy it.
Can I just add? I've got a godson. He's 17, right? He's technically my second cousin. He's my cousin's son. But I was the first person he phoned last night, and he was crying. And he said to me, "You told me stories of what it was like. I've never seen it. I've now seen it." And he was crying. He went, "Some things don't go right, but thank you for giving me this football club. Thank you for taking me to my first game when I was 5. And I've got a video of him when he was little, when I took him to an Arsenal game, and he's going, what do you think the scores? He goes, Arsenal's going to win. Arsenal's going to win. And now he's 17, and just, to me, Arsenal's family. Arsenal's family. It's not just people. It's not just a team with 11 players that wear shirts. It's a family.
Can I just say as well, right? Brian was the first one I rang last night because everybody else was busy, right? And we had a moment, didn't we, Brian? We had a moment.
Of course, I was
love
driving
that.
when we had
lovely.
it's like you're gonna hang over the wheel.
And when I say I love someone, I genuinely don't just say it. I actually mean it. So Aisha, you know what I'm talking about. Seema, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I will say this, right, before we close. The 22 years is insignificant now. It's gone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And all I can say is this. Arsenal have won at the Emirates now. So now that ground hasn't got that hoodoo over it.
Yeah.
We will win more.
Yeah.
And you know what? We'll do it together.
Can I just say this, Des? Yeah. I think it's real quick.
What if I said no?
It's going to be quick, real quick. Yeah. The fact that Bournemouth drew 1-1 with Manchester City, which was exactly the same score, and I'm going to do it, Richard, here, which was exactly the same score that Arteta first came in his first game when he drew 1-1 with Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to ask you one more question before we go, right? And it is to do with the Champions League as well, right? But it's one straight question. Yes, no, yeah. If we win the Champions League, does this team become legends? Aisha, go first.
Yeah, of course they do, because the one thing that people put over us is, but you've never won the Champions League. So yeah, they do. And you know what? Wenger, for the god that he is at Arsenal, he'd be telling us to call them legends.
Yeah. Seema, same. You got
same.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah.
Matt,
definitely.
Same answer, or have you got a different?
For me, I'm so glad you asked this question, Des, because I had the same question at work. Yeah, if this team wins the Champions League, and as much as I fucking love the Invincible team, I would put them above them.
Okay, fair enough. Brian, what's your answer to it?
Because we will have beat Man City and all their funding bullshit, and because we will have beat PSG and all their funding bullshit and everything that involves those clubs, and we know I've gone on heaters about them, so I'm not even going to worry about it right now. Yes, this club is absolutely legendary, and anybody else out there that doesn't accept that doesn't know football.
Okay.
And you know what?
I hate that same old Arsenal always cheating. We genuinely haven't cheated our way to anything.
They can't sing anything else at us, Aisha. They can't sing anything else.
Yeah.
Go on, Tim,
And
what
also,
were you gonna say?
I was going to say, we've got the youngest player to win the Premier League. and he could be the youngest player to win the Champions League.
Exactly.
Max Darman has won the Champions League, and he's got he's won the Premier League over Steven Gerrard. Deep that for a second.
Yeah,
he won the Premier League before he sat his GCSEs.
GCSEs, yeah.
Colin, do you think that we have brung it? I'm going to say bring it, but you know what I mean. Do you think we bring it tonight? Well, I think we have, mate. Arteta gets a freaking statue outside the ground if he takes the Champions League as well. I agree. I absolutely agree. Yeah. And it's so easy for people to go, "Oh no, he hasn't done anything." Shut up. Just shut up. Anyway.
Also, going back to what Max was bringing out, the 1-1, the player that scored was number 22.
Yeah.
So he's put an end to the 22-year.
Yeah.
I
mean,
who the hell remembers all this?
The weird other thing with Arteta is the two teams that have been that did City over to help us, Bournemouth, which you said his first game in charge, but Everton.
Yeah.
Everton.
Yeah.
You know, so when it's written, it's written.
Okay.
Right. I'm really sorry. I've got to end it, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. Right. I can't not let you say goodbye to everyone. So, Aisha, thank you for being on. Is there any where can people find you if they want to find you? Do you want to bring that up at all?
Yeah. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and X under the North Bank Historian.
Go check it out, guys. She knows her stuff. I know. I've been talking to her for 2 years, and she knows her stuff.
She does.
And we've done some great shows with her as well. So get yourself over there, give her a share, give her a like, do whatever you can for the sister. And Seema, I know you don't really do the social media, but you can be found on here, can't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Us. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to working with you guys next season as well. I think it's going to be a good one. Max, as always, mate, thank you. Where can you be found? If you want to find you?
So for me, it's obviously on Twitter, it's AFC_Max93, and on Instagram, it's Max_D. Feel free to follow me and everything else.
Go check the brother out, mate, and help him out. Brian, what do you want to say, mate? I'm going to let you have the final word. What do you want to say, mate?
So look for me on Twitter at Brian_AK47. I spout off complete bullshit. So
he does.
If you want to listen to my garbage takes about life in general.
Yeah, but don't forget your hot takes. Don't forget your hot takes.
My hot take was Raya. My hot take was Raya. We forgot about that.
Yeah.
Also, don't let Brian get away with the goalkeeper thing. I'm still gonna hang him over that corner.
No. He's to be honest, he stood up. He said it. You know, he apologises. Colin apologised for Arteta. We've had a lot of that tonight. The slate is white clean for me. The slate is absolutely white clean.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, go and be with your families. Take care of yourselves. Look after each other. I love you all. And people in the chat, thank you for being here. People watching, thank you for being here. We will be doing other shows in the future, obviously. Take care of yourselves. Love each other. Come on, you Gunners. Peace.
Champion.
Out of here. Champion. Come on.